So Nygaard now in the Aston, in the head of the GT Am category. Patrick Dempsey in second place. So let's have a look at his lap time. So he's lapping 4:11 last time round. Oh, that could have been what? No,
oh, no.
That's just a car running across the gravel.
I thought that was going to give us our smoking car reason. 91 car diving down the inside. That was a
down the inside of Merlin.
Yeah, brave manoeuvre going uphill into the first section of the Dinopios. There's Degrassi. He's having a great couple of stints here.
So Archie Hamilton, third place in Pro-Am at the moment in a second Ram car. So they've got a big issue with the Pro car, but this second car
running
with
well, yeah.
Johnny Mola, Mark Patterson and Archie Hamilton running quite well in third place. So doing a pretty solid job there. Very competitive class. A lot of Am cars in there. So nice to see Aston, Porsche, Ferrari, top three. Nice variety there. Just shows you that the ACO seem to have done a good job to balance the cars out and get them all so they're all competitive. They all have a chance to win. Same in the Pro category, you know, that everyone's fairly close together.
Just waiting to see if that it was a 29 car, wasn't it, that we saw going slowly? I'm sure it was a 29 car going slowly. He hadn't made it back to the pits yet. Just waiting for him to appear.
We got, looking down in 30th position, we got the other Toyota, the number 8 car of Buemi, doing a 3:26 at the moment. So he's
on the pace, yeah.
He's putting in some good lap times for the moment. Sarazan 3:25 and the other Toyota. So again, they're, you know, without the troubles, they'd be right up there as well,
yeah.
and we could have had a proper.
Well, I was massively impressed with that. From about minute 15 to a minute 1 hour was quite special with those three guys going at it. They were nip and tuck, diving in and out of each other, and pretty impressive. Speed, performance,
that's
and
it.
commitment.
Something has to give sooner or later.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we still don't quite know what made the Toyota appear sideways out of sight, but
yeah, we've seen different camera angles, and different people are saying different things, and for sure there was contact between the Ferrari and the Audi. Porsche into the pits now.
Our second place car is into the pits.
So that will drop Brendan Hartley back down to third position. So Sarazan, I think, legitimately in the lead, and currently the fastest P1 car, well, fastest car on the circuit. So yeah, he's stretching his lead. Trelaway will take over second position.
Yeah, he's past the pits now. I'm just looking down the pits. Who's in the pits? Car position 14, car 47. Now that is a blue car. I'm trying to. Can you remember the number of the car that was going slowly with the smoke coming out? We've got two blue cars that look similar. One's blue and white, and one's all blue. And I thought it was 29. Now I'm trying to see, because I don't think he's made it, or they've made it back past us yet. So we're just
gonna look down the order a bit.
Yeah. So can't even see 29 on my screen at the moment. Okay, remember the first car through a tyre of lap 5 was the electric Nissan transmission issues for that car stopping it. And right. Trying to find. Oh, there's the 29 car. So it obviously wasn't Russell.
Yeah, he's dropping down the order now. So
right, yeah.
It's either we've missed him coming into the pits, or he hasn't made it round.
Yeah, not really sure which one that is. I mean, let's see. So again, a little bit of a recap. Trying to see the Sebastian Loeb car. See how that's doing. Just an update for those. I can't even find it on my spotter's guide. There it is, car 24 is the Sebastian Loeb car. looking to see where that is. There's so many helicopters as well keep coming in and out. Don't know where everyone's expecting they're on VIP rides around the circuit and things like that. But as we recap, Sarthe is in the lead. Hartley's just stopped, so he is going to drop down the order, probably down to third, if we're correct there. So yeah, it's a Toyota in the lead. Car number 7. Car number 2, in the Audi, is in second place, and 20. Here's this slow-moving car, I believe. Would that be it? 29? Yeah, that's what we said. Right, they've made it back. Just going very slowly past us, couldn't see anything. So car 50, 15 second stop and go penalty. Car 50, right? I seem to remember on my sheet that, okay, that wasn't who I thought it was going to be. It's Ricky Taylor for speeding 15 stop and go. 15 seconds stop and go, that's right. Okay, I'm not sure what's wrong with this car. He was smoking from that front left as he sits in the car. The wheel that we can see now. Very slow going back to the pits as well. So, of course, car 50 will be into the pits within 3 laps. They're changing the driver as well at the same time now. Okay, just to give you an update, the colour codes and you see the results. LMP1 is red, LMP2 is blue, GTE Pro is green, and GTE AM is orange. So if you see, when you see the numbers in there, that's what they are. They're our category. This is 7, 34, 74, and 98. We're on board with the 91 Porsche. Just glancing down the leaderboard, 1, 2, 3, 4th in the category, the Pro GT category. You know, I think the Porsches are just, you know, biding their time. They're up there, they're in the fight, they're not stressing each other. I think probably Marco's just sitting behind Jorg. He's not going to take any big risks to get by. They're just trying to push each other on and put in some decent lap times. Both doing 3:59s. Senna behind them did a 4 minutes the last lap, and Milner in front in the Corvette did a 3:57. There's a slow lap. So Milner's starting to eke out a little bit of a lead. He's crossed the line already. So looking at the lap times for the top drivers, and again, Sarthe right in the groove there. 1.5 near enough, just over 1.5 quicker than Trillier, and also de Grassi. The time for Hartley not up on the board. Well, the one that is up on the board isn't correct, so it was either so fast that the computer screen couldn't catch him as the... Interestingly as well, the Rebellion, back in 5th position with Nicholas Prost, has just set his fastest lap, and it's a 3:29. And so for a privateer car in P1... That's not bad. That is not bad at all. It's certainly going to be... it's going to give them a bit of a boost to know that their car's not far away. And remember, you know, you've got Toyota, Audi, Porsche spending millions, and then you've got Rebellion, spending millions, but maybe single-figure millions rather than triple-figure millions. It's they're probably spending in a season what Rebellion is spending in a season what Audi is spending on hospitality or something here. Something like that, yeah. So it just shows you. You know, the rules are gradually being brought in so that these privateer teams can at least be in with a bit of a fight with the factory cars. I don't think they'll never, on that budget, they'll never be able to beat them. But, you know, at least if they're up there and in the same sort of within, you know, 5 to 10 seconds, then it's a good performance around here. And as you mentioned, that Prost just coming into the pits, and he'll more than likely stay in 5th place, because he's got quite a bit of a gap. Interestingly, the Porsche, which dropped 5 laps earlier on, is back up to 6th place, such as the pace of the car when it's running with fuel pressure. Have we got, is that Senna caught up the 2 Porsches in front? Yeah, well, they came past us. The Porsches were in an Aston Martin sandwich. There was one at the front, one at the back. So Senna's now passed one of the Porsches, and he's having a good old look at Bergmeister in the front Porsche.
It's actually Holzer that's now in front, so I don't know how that's happened.
As you say, there's still, this is the 3rd, 4th and 5th place battle.
So something's happened, maybe someone's being held up or someone's run wide, and all of a sudden you've got the 3 cars very close together and giving us a good battle to look at.
As I said, when they came past us, there was an Aston Martin at the front of that in the slow section here. So maybe did the other Aston Martin just back the others up a little bit to help Bruno out?
Could be.
So we're about to see what the Aston's like. He's in the slipstream, is Bruno. Seemed pretty relaxed last night and this morning when we saw him in and around the paddock.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, he is a cool customer. You know, he is a lovely guy, just chilled out and loves his racing. Obviously, he's here with Aston. He's in the lead car. This is their chance. If they're going to win, it's going to be with this car in the pro class. So, you know, so far doing a great job.
Okay, Prost back out on track after that pit stop. The gap at the front.
This is like a replay. If we go back to the GT, which is still showing on the screen, this is like a replay of last year. This is exactly how it was for, you know, several hours last year when we're just nip and tuck with the Porsches, and in the end, Porsche managed to beat us, knock us down to 3rd, and the Porsches finished 1 and 2, basically down to weather in the last hour when it rained. And that's why I get this, the Porsche's being good in the wet.
Yeah, this feeling of that. I mean,
but
this is the 3rd and 4th. This is the 3rd, 4th and 5th battle.
That's right, yeah.
The other 2 are not far away, but they are away. And
Wielander's setting some pretty good times. Senna last time around set a very fast time, 3:56. So, you know, he deserves to be where he is right now.
Milner is...
He's the fastest of the front-running GT Pro cars.
Milner is away. So Senna did. Now that's where the other Aston.
I see. Yes.
Maybe
they were held up by the Pro-Am car, and Senna got the jump on them. Nice bit of tactics. Yeah, I doubt it really was. I don't think it was any. It was just a case of you know, they tripped over him slightly. So yeah, we got Senna in the front of that bunch now. So that's if he can get the hammer down and pull away from them, then he can maybe go after Wielander.
It's a bit of a gap, but it's a big gap.
This is a great race. Interesting to see what happens now if we stay on this, whether the Porsches are able to match the Aston speed down the straight, or whether they're, as the Aston, you know, it generally has got a strong lump in that car. He's put a bit of a gap going onto the straight. So we get to see, yeah, Porsche ran a bit wide through the chicane, had to check up a bit. Senna got a great line through and just passed him, dragged out.
Just trying to keep an eye, obviously.
So they're all still pretty close together.
Yeah, this is for 3rd, 4th and 5th in the GT Pro category. And our leader, Milner, and then in his Corvette. He's away as well, isn't he? I mean,
yeah, at the moment, he's about, what is that, 40 odd seconds ahead.
These guys are only 10, if I'm reading that correct. These guys are only 10 away from the car in front. So if they can start to kind of like not mess each other about and start to get on with their program of trying to hunt them down, and then start to play around when they get a bit
will
closer.
Be interesting now to see, because Jörg obviously not long ago was actually in the lead of the race. He got passed by Milner. He's now been passed by Senna and passed by Holzer. So I wonder whether his pace just isn't there right now, and it's a case of he's done the right thing to let Holzer go, and then Holzer can go after Senna and see where they are, and they can fight it out. So Rebellion into the pits.
13
car. So they've had issues. They're down in 17th overall just now. We've got, is that the Audi? One of the Audis passing one of the Porsches. Yep, number 1 car has now passed Brendan Hartley in the 20 Porsche. So that's Degrassi, and we know he's on it. So, yeah, he's got the hammer down.
He's had big pace virtually since he's got into that car, hasn't he? So he's what is that? 153 is the gap from him back forward to the lead.
And yet again, between Sarrazin and Trelaway, pretty much the same times, same lap, last lap round. Just showing the overtaking move.
Got it done early on, didn't they?
I wonder whether he's nursing something with that car.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
That gap seemed to come down quite quickly.
It doesn't seem like he should have been able to just pull out and pass him. We know that the Porsche off the corner is pretty strong. It's like the Toyota, whereas top end, the Audi is good.
He's back with him though here. But we saw this earlier on. The big speed on the straights. Oh, was a little.
Is that locking up? Yeah, it's a P2 car.
Yeah, it's the low car, I think, the 24 car, the low racing car.
Yeah, I think he was just thinking about turning in and realised the Audi was there and panicked slightly.
You've been saying this since we got here about the closing speeds and judgment.
Yeah, I mean, those two cars are relatively closely matched, the P1 and the P2. It's generally more the Pro-Am cars that you've got to worry about. And if they haven't seen you and they turn in, then there can be a big contact. So, yeah, still the Porsches are running very close together. Holzer now in the lead, so it's clear that Bergmeister isn't any slower really, because he's right with Holzer. So they just seem to be on the same pace.
The Abu Dhabi Racing 88 Porsches coming past us and into the pits as car 34 goes out to start another lap.
So Webber's getting ready for his first stint in the car.
It's first stint in a Le Mans race for a few years, isn't it?
That's it.
Teammate of yours.
Well, yeah, his teammate in '99. He did race here in '98 as well. The car didn't last very long, and he didn't even make the race in '99. So this is his first racing lap.
First meaningful.
Actually, it might actually be his first racing lap in general. So big moment for him.
Lots of flashing lights. Do you see those lights flashing?
Yeah. You do. It's an indication. You know, that's Bergmeister telling Holzer, actually, I think I might be faster than you. Do you mind just popping out the way and let me through?
And let me have a go at them now.
I'm not sure what Holzer thinks about that. But
probably not a lot.
I think Jörg, well, you know, that's the thing. Jörg seemed to be, there's an indicator from Holzer saying, all right, I might let you through up here. We'll just see what happens. Well, we won't see what happens, but it looks like next time around, Bergmeister might be back in front of Holzer.
That's because Degrassi is in the pits. That's been another strong stint. I suspect they'll keep him in the car. I'm trying to think. That's probably his second one. So, it looks like it's just drinks, bottles, and a window cleaners and petrol.
No
diesel.
tires.
A little bit of fuel going in there.
Yeah, a bit of an error if they put some petrol in there.
Yeah, it would be a bit of an error, yeah. So
rookie error, yeah. Best not do that.
So bit of fuel going in there.
Going back to this GT, great battle there. There we go with Bergmeister going past Holzer again. We saw Senna in the distance just pulling away. So yeah, it's clear that the Porsche at the moment just doesn't quite have the legs of the Aston, the Ferrari, or the Corvette. But as I said, that can all be changed. Getting a message for car 13 must replace its left side number. Obviously.
Now, if that's a black, oh no,
that's a Rebellion.
Yeah, it's a Rebellion. Because I have seen a car come past here without a number on the side, but it would be the right side number. And I was thinking, oh, maybe that's had a new front end on it, and they didn't have a number on it.
No, they're quite strict on those things, especially at night, because they're lit up, obviously.
Yeah, you're showing me that when we're in the Aston pit, the little light behind them to light them up.
Yeah, quite a few different things this year. I'm sure they've already been talked about in the commentary, but we've got the safety zones. We've still got the safety cars, so if it's a small incident, it becomes a safety zone, and if it's a big incident, obviously we've got the safety car. And in each car, they've got an extra screen now that tells them when a blue flag, when a yellow flag, when a red flag, when any flag is being shown, it tells you them in that area. So it's something else to look at, and so far it seems to be going well, but we haven't had the night time yet, and you can imagine how bright it gets in these cars with all these lights happening, and then you get an Audi coming from behind with its new technology light that lights for something like half a kilometre, and you think it's right on your bumper when it's not. It's actually 300-400 meters behind you, so it's tricky driving in the night in a GT car.
And also different coloured headlights, isn't there? So to kind of give us the
yeah, we got the GT
yeah.
cars with the yellow lights,
yeah.
and the whiter lights for the prototypes.
Okay, the gap.
Porsche again, and quite a lot of that must be one of the best fights going on at the moment between these two cars, so that's why they're showing it a lot.
It is. I'm just
but again, Holzer's right behind Bergmeister. He's been given the flash by Jorg saying, get out my way, and he's right with him again. In fact, he's closing on the straight. So it's a difficult situation for Marco, because, you know, he wants to, it's almost better if his teammate's not there and he can just run free. And he's now needing to back off a bit and brake early, and you know, but then when it's reversed, it just shows that the cars are pretty even and the drivers are pretty even. And now Marco's got, there we go. Yeah, he's got a run on him. Oh no, sorry, that's the Audi. The Audi number 2 car.
Yeah, well, I'm just watching the times, and yeah, half a second down in the first split. The first sector there, half a second down, but the gap down to 51 seconds. That was up at a minute a couple of laps ago, so maybe some traffic for Sarrazin somewhere.
So that's Richard Leitz arriving in the pits. So he will be getting in the car next in one of the, let's see which one it was, 92 car. So the one that Marco Holzer's in now, Richard Leitz will be the next driver in there at the next pit stop. Of course, all these drivers, factory drivers, all paid by Porsche. A lot of them will be in Nürburgring 24 hours next week, racing against me.
Oh, and we've got someone. Is he going to get out of there? Keeps the momentum
just
going.
Tad late on the brakes. Got it through, no problem. It's a tough corner, that Mulsanne corner. You know, one lap you think, I was way too early on the brakes. Then you come around the next time, it's a bit bumpy into there as well, and you think, I'm only a meter later, but actually you're 2 meters later, and you just lock up and you go straight on. So it's a tough one. You've got to, you know, try and find your spot, try and get your braking spot, and make sure you hit it every time.
You say that obviously the Nürburgring 24 hours next weekend, where some of these drivers will be along with yourself. I mean, how difficult is it to do 2 24-hour races in the space of 7 days?
Well, the one sort of, I guess, bonus is that this is the only race where you have to only have 3 drivers. In Nürburgring, you can have 4. So in my team, we have 4 drivers. A lot of the other teams, 4 drivers. Most of the other teams. The Aston team, which is going to be Stefan Mucke, Darren Turner and Pedro Lamy, have 3 drivers. So they're all racing today and they're all racing next weekend as well. And it's tough, but, you know, that's why they're paid the big money.
Yeah, that's it. So we 7th place overall for Alex Brundle, obviously in front. Team Radio Toyota. Was that 2 laps ago or 2 laps to go?
I think 2 laps to go until his pit stop. So again, just giving him a little bit of information, telling him that his pace is good, and a little bit of encouragement. Back into the Porsche pits now, so we see Webber just hanging on, waiting to get in the car. Again, I'm sure he's you know, he's not been in this situation for a while, and okay, he's done the first 2 rounds of the championship, but this is the big one, so he'll have the butterflies in the stomach, and he just want to get on with it. You know, you want to get in there, get the first stint out of the way, find his way around, and you know, all the usual things.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier on, didn't we? That it's round 3 of the championship. There's double points, but no one who is at this track this weekend is really thinking about round 3 of the championship and the double points. It's Le Mans. It's its own thing,
That's
isn't
it?
it?
You know, the majority of drivers out there, given the choice, would you like to be World Championship at the end of this year in the WEC, or would you like to be Le Mans 24-hour winner? And certainly all the guys up in P1 would be saying 24-hour winner, please. It's a little bit different going down the order to P2 and GT Pro. Katie Turner there, my wee pal.
Had a drink with her before she went out onto the grid, wasn't it, to see Darren when he was getting himself set up and ready.
So of course Darren will be back in the car next stint. So when Bruno's coming out, Darren gets back in. They've done a full rotation now of all three drivers. So I would think that Darren will, you know, condition-wise, definitely he's going to be off for a triple stint, which obviously is going to take somewhere around 3 hours. And they'll try to make the tires last for that amount of time. Back on board with the number 7 Toyota. Sarthe, it looked, was he heading into the pits then?
I'm not sure whether he...
Well, maybe not.
I think a long line of cars there, isn't there? As Sarrazan blew a sector in sector 2, 77.5 seconds for him there.
Big lock up, someone.
It's a Porsche, isn't it?
It is the Porsche.
Number 20
car, yeah.
It's the
Brendan Hartley
car.
Maybe getting to the end of his tyre life. You know, again, he'll have been in the car now for, this is his 3rd stint, and he's had the same set of tyres on the whole time. So maybe he's starting to get to the limit of those tyres. A couple of Ferraris, nose to tail. What's up, Tracy Crone? Number 8 Toyota into the pits now. Climbing onto the first page now, so they're 20th position overall with Buemi.
Wouldn't surprise me if there's a radio call to car 1. The Degrassi Audi. Hartley made a mistake in the chicane. Keep pushing, keep pushing. So I think he's probably going to gain about 7 or 8 seconds in there, isn't he, Degrassi, with that mistake from Hartley? So
that's it. So I think there was the Crone car moving up 1 position. Good to see that.
The number 2 car is in.
Yeah. So Toyota now out of the pits. I think that was Sarrazan in the pits, wasn't it?
I thought you said it was the 8 car. It is the 8 car, yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
yes.
Well, yeah. You were right first time. Well done. Brundle and Gagler cars there as he. Look at that. The 2 car got out. That's handy. The 2 car.
It is handy
because he can't be blocked in his first few corners by the Toyota.
And bearing in mind the Toyota, the number 8 car, doesn't really have that much to lose.
No, he could just make his car as wide as he wanted to.
And from behind, he can push hard and maybe take a few extra risks that Ben doesn't really want to take.
Yeah.
And make a bit of a nuisance for himself. So let's see what happens. This could be an interesting little battle because obviously he's a few laps ahead.
Oh, is that an unsafe release?
No, I don't think so.
That's
I don't think there was any braking going on there. And let's face it, Toyota have done it to them already.
What's that? That's evens now, is it? Hang on, he's going to try and do him down here, isn't he?
Yeah, I think it's a case of Ben trying to make his car as wide as possible. No, sir, no way. You stay behind me.
Oh, they're going either side of the Porsche. And he's done him.
Toyota's done him, yeah. Nice move.
Yeah.
Smart thinking.
Yeah, use the racing line and use all the road on the outside, so.
Picture of Genet there. I think he's getting ready to go in the car next. Degrassi will come out, Genet will go in. So I wonder whether Ben can keep up with, whether he wants to keep. Maybe Buemi's just pushing super hard because he's got nothing to lose, as I say.
The leader in the pits now.
Number 7 into the pits. Yeah, nice, smooth move.
Yeah.
Got on the power earlier, drove right around the outside, foxed him.
Porsche
I said
driver,
fox there, by the way, fox.
the Porsche driver not knowing what's coming either way. Okay, this is our leader. Sarrazin in that car, and it looks like Sarrazin is going to stay in that car. It's just fuel again, isn't it?
Yeah, I've lost track of stints, so...
oh, 75
off. Looks fairly safe, though.
A spin for the 75 car.
13th in class.
Who is driving the 75 car at the moment?
Yeah, just lost it into Dunlop. Select first gear, and off you go.
No, he's not catching the car in front is Ben, because that's that Toyota that's, as you say, it's onto the first page of the results at the moment, but it is down in 20th position. I think Ben's just let him kind of get away, hasn't he, just to kind of
Well, I think...
not be distracted by the car in front.
Well, he's back right behind him now.
Yeah.
So through the tail end of the Porsche section, he was able to close right up on Buemi. He did take a lot more curb through the Ford chicane, though, so I don't know whether that's hurt him or whether he's gained time from that.
Corvette still leading our GT Pro category.
And Alex Brundle's still leading as well, so he's been in for quite a while, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has been in for quite a while.
35. What's his gap?
It was just I think it's about 14 seconds, because there's 34 now, just going past about 14 seconds. Yeah, just under 14.
Yep, it's another close battle.
Okay, now what I'm looking at, Senna is up to second in the Pro category because Taylor has pitted. So Senna up to second in that category. 1 minute 42 is that going to be? 1 minute 42 behind.
Interesting, he's doing 4 minutes dead, and Tom Milner's last time round 3:57, and every time I seem to look at that, he's down in the 3:50 somethings. So he's just stretching his legs in that Corvette. At the moment, again, I don't want to tempt fate, but the Corvette look like they've got a very good car around here. And you've got Jordan Taylor in a 73. He's in 5th position.
I'm going to say,
he's also done a 3:57 last time round. Yeah. So they're on the same pace. They're quicker than the other guys around them. And perhaps it's a matter of time until Jordan Taylor catches up to the Porsches in front.
Okay, now this Audi's, it's in the slipstream, but I don't know whether it wants to get any closer. 8 laps between these two guys.
If Buemi is out there doing the same sort of laps as he was doing before, which were on a par with Sarrazin, then and Trelaway was as well, it'll be actually quite difficult to get by him, because they're very evenly paced.
What's the situation here? Obviously, these guys are 8 laps apart. Should that number 8 Toyota be getting a blue flag? Should it pull out the way?
Oh, it's a difficult one. It is a difficult one, because let's face it, they're getting a lap back. You know,
yes.
Certainly in America they wouldn't get blue flagged.
No.
A little bit different here.
You'd be told to get on with it, wouldn't you?
So, you know, if the safety car comes again, they've got a lap back on Ben. It's very unlikely they'll be able to close up to the lead car again, and, you know, close those laps up. But I don't know. It's a real tricky one. I think there was maybe an issue between the two cars.
Yeah.
He's getting the blue flag. He is getting the blue flag. Actually, it was a blue light. So obviously the officials say, yes, you are in the way of car 2, who's in 2nd position, and you should let him by.
That's a big lift there, isn't it?
It did seem like it.
Yeah.
So here he comes, right in front of us now.
I felt that looked and felt like a big lift to...
It might be that the sound is slightly synced out.
Yeah, maybe as our leader in the GT Pro category has just come in. Milner has just come past us into the pit lane. So on pit road.
Yeah, certainly. I definitely saw a blue light for the Toyota of Buemi. Whether he takes any notice of that, whether any more are shown to him. I'd imagine Audi will be going up to the race stewards right now saying, yeah, can we have him out of the way? But the thing is, if they do let him out of the way, if they do get him out of the way, he's just going to sit behind.
He's going to sit on your bum, isn't
Yeah.
he? It's going to irritate you all the time. It's, yeah, there's a blue flag just there on the side, the marshal just there on the inside of the kink. There's a 97, the Senna Aston Martin in. So that's the first and second cars in the GT Pro category just coming into the pits on the same lap. So I think you touched on it earlier, on the same laps, same strategy.
Yeah. Just showed you the speed there, almost touching 340 kilometers an hour. So what's that? That's 200.
It's a lot. Should I try and work it out?
10 or something like that, miles an hour. Quite rapid.
What did you say? It was 340?
Just almost. Yeah, it was like 330 something. Yeah, so yeah, I reckon they've been. Again, some more encouragement. He's just saying the car's getting difficult to drive, but it's not getting worse. So he's got a balance on it, and he's you know, whatever problems he's got, he's driving around them, which is a sign of a good driver, to be able to just
adjust as you're going along.
Exactly, but he just doesn't have the pace of the front guys just now. They're just lapping, you know, 1-2 seconds a lap faster and just eking out their gap. Still in third place.
I think I know why that radio call came in. Just getting a message in that he outbraked himself and went through the gap in the tyres at the first chicane. So maybe the team just asking what went wrong.
So they've had a change of driver in the lead car. Westbrook is now in the car, 74. And Bergmeister goes back into the lead of the race, but yes, he's pitting now, isn't he? Or he will be very soon.
He'll have to pit, won't he, now? And what did we reckon was going to happen in...
Actually, if you remember, they were in, the Bergmeister was in on the same lap as the 74 Corvette.
Yes, on that previous stint.
So, but he hasn't pitted yet. So, therefore, he's able to do at least one more lap on the fuel. Let's see if he pits this time. If not, then he can do 2 more laps on the fuel. And that's maybe why he keeps popping up in the lead.
Just wonder if Bruno, when we get the second page, whether... You see, these two, that's the number 8 Toyota, still with Benoit behind him, still hasn't got past him. It's a Porsche, it's a Porsche 1-2 in the Pro category. Nicholas Prost on screen at the moment.
Currently lapping at 3:34, so he's a good 8 seconds off the front-running Sarrazin car. But bearing in mind he is in a P1 private car, so different situation, and it's a very new car. You know, they were very late finishing it, and it's their own car. It's the one they've built. Looks like a P2 car going off.
Looks like the blue, red, white, and blue of
an SMP.
Yes, of a Russian back car.
Oh, it's a Sebastian Loeb car.
Was it? It was a 24 car. Was it the Loeb car? Okay, this is Alex Brundle. Just trying to see if Brundle's still in it.
Still commanding a good lead in the P2 category. lapping currently a couple of seconds faster than the second place driver, which is still Michel Fry.
A 20-second advantage to Martin. Dad will be pretty pleased with how it's going so far for his son.
Interestingly, down the order a bit, you've got the fourth place Ligier 46 car of Thierry, if that's a correct pronunciation. Doing very well. Porsche now into the pit, so it's clear they can do one more lap than Corvette. And Corvette 73 into the pits now as well.
Bergmeister staying in the car, just the windscreen clean. Door open to get some air, I think, into that car.
Yeah, he's hot. He wants to cool down a bit. He's come now. He's starting his last stint, and he's obviously a bit hot and a bit tired.
Yeah.
So yeah, back to what I was saying about the 46 car. He's lapping very quickly and catching the guys ahead. Thierry in a Nissan-powered Ligier. Last lap round, anyway. I saw that he did a 3:41.
I'd say someone who is going quick in that category is the 26 car.
Yeah.
4 seconds quicker on the Rushinov. The 26 car, I suspect with a name like that, a Russian driver, which I'm correct with.
Yep.
It's
as the 91 is still circulating now. Has come. Yep, it's just come out the pits. Bergmeister, I imagine he's going into his last stint now. And probably the 92 car will pit this lap with Marco Holzer. Let's see if they do a driver change. Currently in the lead of GT Pro, but when he pits, Westbrook will take that back over in the 74 Corvette. Obviously, another ex-teammate of mine. It does seem that half the grid is my ex-teammate.
that shows that you're good, because so many people have wanted to sit with you.
Or maybe it's just that I just had one season with him and they said, no, not that guy.
No, we'll go with the first one. Bruno Senna still in the Aston. Obviously, you've got to hunt down that gap, which is rather big between Westbrook and himself. Just looking at that, it's not quite 30-ish seconds, but how long will it take Westbrook to kind of get up to speed? First time in the car this weekend, like not this weekend, but today. Bruno's on his second or third stint.
Yeah, it will take a couple of laps to absolutely start nailing the correct braking points and just doing those fine adjustments. But Westy is a very aggressive driver. You know, he's super motivated, he's super on it. So I don't think it'll take him very long at all. Got to deal with traffic from behind. So the 14 Porsche, quick catch on him. Where are we now? Is this Indianapolis? So you just shoot by on the way to Arnage now. Yeah, Westy's seen him, pulled over, let him go. You hear that?
The harvesting of energy.
The harvesting of energy. Whoop, and off they go out the corner.
Just looking at this 14 car, now only 2 laps behind the Rebellion in front of it. So the Rebellion's hold on 5th place. Last another couple of hours maybe, and that'll be about it, I think. The Porsche potentially could start to eat into that.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be long. I think the pace of now Mark Lieb's in the car, currently doing 3:28 in 6th position, and the number 14 Porsche.
Just looking at the pit stops that they done. There you go, the 92 car in. It's as if you've got a crystal ball. And he's done as you say, they seem to be able to stretch in their sections. They seem to be 1 lap out.
Well, of course, there was a slight break given to Aston. I think they got a slightly bigger fuel tank.
Okay.
For the capacity that they could hold in the car, and therefore probably got an extra lap out of it than previously.
Just looking at the pit stops down there, and interesting that the Prost car, the Rebellion, stopped 8 times. that's obviously was added up in when it was raining and they were in and out for different tyres, maybe, when some of these other drivers haven't been in very much. They just stayed out there on the
clearly
slicks.
weren't willing to take the risk when other guys did, and you know, it's just the way the team called it. So yeah, the lead car, Porsche, now overtaken by Westbrook in the Corvette as it crosses the line. Westy straight away, first lap, 4 minutes dead, pretty much on the pace straight away. I would imagine he'll do a 3:59 or a 3:58 next time round.
That Toyota that was in the way of the 2 Audi is actually away from the 2 Audi now, and
so 92 Porsche out of the pits now. Dropped quite a bit, actually. I mean, yeah, we're going to see the Senna car drop down soon, I would think, with the pit stops.
No, Bruno came in the same time. Bruno's been in. So these two now are properly in position, Westbrook and Senna. That is as it is, and I think they were virtually on the same lap, if my eyes and memory are correct from what I saw. So the gap between those 27.64 seconds. And as you say, it looks like Westbrook's going to get himself into gear quite quickly. He's only dropped 2/10 in that last lap, so it's nothing really at all. Okay, right. Hang about. We got a driver change. So in the 35 car, Brundle has been in and has swapped drivers and dropped down the order. He's now 1, 2, 3, 4th in the category. And we have a Russian driver. I think I'm going to stick with Mark.
Well, Mark is a PlayStation Academy winner. So a Nissan PlayStation Academy winner. So he's come through the whole program of the video games, and in real life now he's sitting in a P2 car, running currently in 4th position, which really will be the lead once all the pit stops cycle through.
There's actually 2 of them in that car. I think we talked about it in the warm-up this morning. 2 of them in that car who've come through the PlayStation Academy as such.
That's right, and
it's quite
the other
amazing. It's quite amazing that academy, system,
that whole philosophy of
Ferrari.
Ferrari off. Which one is that? If we knew the number, the wing mirrors and the corresponding.
Right, what it tells you on your spotters guide, green mirrors.
So that's that's the 61 car. They've already been off, I think, a few times.
They've been off a few times.
Oh, it was a spin. They got away with it, though. They didn't hit the wall. So, that's okay. No harm done. Get back on the track. Get running again. Yeah, we're talking about the PlayStation Academy. And so, actually, yeah, as you say, you've got 2 drivers in there. And the other one is Jan Mardenborough, again, an upcoming star. Signed by Red Bull now as a junior driver, and driving single-seaters and driving P2, and he's driven a bit of everything. So big potential star for the future. So I think it would be a big thing if we could get. Well, we've already had Lucas Ordonez doing very well here, and he's here this weekend as well. But I think his car's out already with Nissan Ziot. But yeah, there's Nissan drivers all over the place.
There is Nissan drivers all over the place now. I've just seen an Aston Martin, the 97 car, the Senna car. He's got the number 2 Audi behind him as he disappears onto the pit straight.
So Senna and Westbrook now doing very similar times. But
yeah,
there's a good 25, 26 seconds between them.
Okay, we got the 20 Porsche, I think, coming down the pit lane, yeah. It's a strange noise, isn't it, when they hit the brakes?
It's very odd, yeah. I mean, I came up in the era of proper petrol cars, noisy ones, and now you've got a lot quieter cars. You've got the diesel cars, and it's an odd thing, but it's technology, and we're moving forward.
Now, is this going to be... This is the Webber car that we saw Mark standing around, didn't we? But the 20 car, that is the... Yeah. But Mark doesn't seem to be anywhere around. He was stood with his helmet on before, wasn't he?
He was.
So...
and no tyres are there any tyres sitting around there? No tyres, so...
Why? I mean, that was a good 10 minutes ago when Mark was stood there with his helmet on. He wouldn't be that far unless they've decided to just change that plan of attack. And the Prost car was in the pits at the same time as well. The 5th place Rebellion is in the pits as well.
Well, I think it did seem that Brennan was maybe struggling. The team were trying to help him on with it, and maybe they thought they were going to change driver. But in the end, they've decided we'll carry on. We'll do one more stint on the tyres. We'll refuel you, and off you go.
Okay, now this car, because of that stop for Hartley, this car, the number 1 car, now into 3rd place. We see all on different sequences of stops.
Top 3 cars now, last lap, 3:27. So nothing to pick between them at the moment.
As the pendulum swings back in the P2 category, as our leader, car 34, just drops into the pit lane. So that will be again a change of lead, and Frey will come out and Shatin will go in until he basically pits. Dr. Ulrich chilling out and relaxing, watching his cars power their way through. 2nd and 3rd place overall for Audi at the minute. It's been a troubled week, particularly for that car, the number 1 car.
It has, and quite frankly,
okay, so that's the gap.
So, yeah.
69 seconds between his car in 3rd and the 2nd place teammate car.
yeah, and the fact that it's back on the podium altogether is pretty impressive. So 60, yeah, just over a minute off 2nd place car. Degrassi pushing hard. Last time round, Sarrazan 3:25.
Sarrazan has been, well, they've all been, as we keep saying, they've all been very close, but Sarrazan really has put fresh tyres. Now, has that been a driver change in that car when they've changed the tyres, or it looks like a...
Yeah, it looks like a British
I guess it just looks like a British flag on that side of that crash. Car 34. So that could be John Lancaster getting into there. The board will update, yep. So Lancaster taking over the 34 car. And we wait for the 36 car shut into... And as we speak, see, that car's got no number on. That was the one I was saying had no number on the side, which I got a feeling is going to be car 36. But I might be wrong. Oh, no, that could be 38's just lit up on as a pit lane car. But I don't know what car that is. I'm going to look at my board.
Yeah, it could be the Jota car. I think the Jota car is that kind of colour.
38. Yeah, that's 38 is missing a number on what would be the right-hand side of the car. Okay, we're looking through this onboard camera here of the car 7. Peter, how difficult is it as the sun starts to set?
Yeah, this is one of the hardest times. You know, when it's clear blue sky like this and the sun's out, it's very nice, but at the same time the shadows are very long. And depending on what visor you've got in the car, you know, it's a difficult one because you'll have a visor on that you can obviously a tinted visor for the sun, but then it depends on when you're getting in the car and if you're going to be the driver that goes into the night, for instance, you have to have a clear visor on. So we're not quite at the hardest point yet. The sun's still pretty high, but as you know, in the next hour or so, when the sun starts to drop, that's the hardest point, because if that driver's just got in the car, he's got to go to night with a clear visor, but with a clear visor he can't take any of the tint out of the sun, so he's got it right in his eyes at certain points of the circuit, and it is very tricky.
Sarthe popping in. Okay, the 36 car, that is our leader in the P2 category. He's now just dropped into the pits.
Interestingly, looking back at GT Pro, Senna's taken 2 seconds off Westbrook on that last lap. Gap's down to 24 seconds. I think they've got a fight on their hands. The Aston seems to be a quick car. The Corvette's obviously a quick car. Fisichella's also doing a 357, so you know it's still a massive battle going on back there.
We're still not quite sure, are we, though, that
Flying Lizard Ferrari into the pits now as well. I think it's one of the lower GTM cars, 36. They've come from the lead of P2.
Yes, they just dropped
Alpine
into the pits
car.
Yeah. We're still not 100% sure with the Senna situation, because we know Darren was triple stinting in that car. So, in theory, if he did do his triple stint, Senna would be the second driver in who wasn't meant to be. So, we're not sure whether Senna's about to come to the end of his run, whereas Westbrook's in his first stint. So, there will be another driver going into that car regardless, very shortly, I suspect.
I think they might have just short-stinted to begin. I can't see why they would have changed the rotation.
With the safety car, Darren did say, didn't he, with the safety car they might change the strategy around.
Yeah.
Some work going on the Rebellion there, just in the front corner. Number 13 car.
Fabio Leimer at the wheel. So on board with Trellaway, and no sign of Buemi in front of him anymore. I'm not sure. Was he talking about the sun going down?
I think he was talking about the sun, but I don't know what they can do about it. But not really sure. Right, this is the Sebastian Loeb car, just some super slow-mos. The tyres and the movement as they...
deflection, yeah. And those curbs are brutal now. Another car with 3 Brits in it. Piercing eyes.
Yeah, concentration.
It must be Cooper McNeil in that one, because it wasn't Blickamullen.
High motion cameras giving us some fantastic... Look at that shot.
That just highlights. So you can even see on his visor there the tear-offs. So you know he's planning to be out there for a wee while, and he's going to tear them off gradually and get rid of the flies and the dirt and the oil and whatever. And
it was a clear visor, which you touched on. So he's planning on going into the dark.
Potentially,
because you wouldn't have a. If you were going to finish soon, you would be in a tinted visor.
You'd at least have a semi-tint on.
Do you have different helmets, or do you just change the visor?
It depends who you are. If you're a top Audi driver, you've probably got another couple of spare helmets sitting there.
So you have one which is geared for the for night, and one that's geared.
A lot of drivers like to just stick with the same helmet. They wouldn't change helmet, so they change the visor rather than the helmet, so that you know everything's the same, and you know every helmet's maybe slightly different, fits a different way or whatever. And as soon as you get out of the car, anyway, you stick it on the dryer, and within half an hour it's fully dry. Quite likely you've got someone to change the visor, put new tear-offs on it, put whatever on it for you and sort it out for you, clean it up, and then while you go and relax.
Just looking at number 2, Audi just about to cross the line. That gap fluctuates from 57 to 1 minute and 1 each lap, depending on who's been in traffic and who hasn't. 3:26.833 for the number 2 car. It's now 59.876 between those two.
Again, that's you know, pretty decent lap from Trellaway there.
That is a pretty decent lap, isn't it?
He's bringing his times down.
Degrassi on his way.
But then again, you've got Buemi.
43 stopped.
43, yeah, he's had an off, maybe a touch in the wall. 43 there, that's Brandella, position 5, and so let's see what happens. Oh, he touched the back of the Ferrari.